Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to Simi Air. All right, so we've got a job. To do today. We're flying from EGTG in Bristol, Filton, Bristol, through to Liverpool, EGGP. We've got 371 pounds of cargo on board. I did have to restart this because somehow I crashed the sim, and this crashed a whole pile of stuff as well. So it's a little bit weird. So we are down here. There we go. We've got. I have our pilot, our hired pilot, doing some work there. So yeah, that's going to be our flight, guys. It's just a cargo flight. We're leaving at 7:30 in the morning. As you can see, we're doing a direct departure with the current wind. We're expecting runway 27 as a takeoff. We are. We've got a 14 knot wind at 256. We're doing a direct departure. We are flying up here. We're on the low altitude airways, and we are doing an RNAV 27 approach to Liverpool because we are expecting runway 27 up at Liverpool as well, as you can see by the weather there. I'm going to use air traffic control, but I'm not going to contact Liverpool until we get to about here. To try and prevent that bug out. It was a suggestion that somebody did make, which was absolutely awesome. Somebody in the community made that suggestion that you don't contact them or you just report runway in sight straight away. So there we go. We're going to fly to 9,000 feet, as you can see. Aircraft is fueled, aircraft is ready to go, so I'm going to hit fly, and once this is sitting on the apron, I will come back to you guys and we can start this flight. Okay guys, we are in the aircraft. Let's just throw our park brakes on there to make sure that that is okay. We'll get this beast fired up and get on our way. Let's put on our beacons. We better put the strobe on because it does like to have the strobe on. We are going to open the cowls. We will bring our mixture and our prop up. Let's see, let's bring on the battery, bring on the alternators. We need to put on the floodlight, and probably the panel lights as well would be a good idea. Give us a little bit of fuel pump there.
Monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
There we go, just down to there. That should be enough, and let's fire this aircraft there. We'll just make sure that everybody's clear of the prop there. Yep, that all looks pretty good. Let's do it. Let's fire this beast up. Alright, let's do that. Current temperature outside is 14 degrees Celsius. It's not too bad. We will put the pitot on. We can now put on our avionics master. Our flight should be in here. We'll just confirm that our flight is in here. Yes, it is. Lovely. We'll just drop that down to there. We should be taking off from runway 27, so we should be okay there. Let's see. Let's check the ATC while we're at it. We don't have one down here. Tuned to Filton Tower. Let's request IFR clearance.
Filton Tower Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo IFR to Liverpool. Ready to copy. Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo is cleared to Liverpool Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb but maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.775 squawk 4616.
Okay, we'll acknowledge that. So we're climbing to 9,000 feet.
4242 Romeo cleared to Liverpool Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 118.775 squawk 4616.
There's 9,000 feet set.
Beechcraft 42 Romeo readback is correct. Contact ground on 132.35 when ready to taxi.
Excellent, no worries. All right, so we've got that set. We will set our vertical speed. We won't actually. We'll do all that once we get a little bit airborne to prevent that problem that we have with our vertical speed mode, or our FLC mode anyway. Alright, lovely. Now, flight director we will put on. Well, the aircraft should be warmed up by now, so we're just going to bring both of those down a bit just to keep the engine relatively cool. Have we got everything else set and ready to go? Let's have a look at our trim. Our trim looks set for takeoff. Yes, it's on neutral. Cowl flaps are open to keep the engine cool while we're climbing out. Everything else is ready to go by the looks of it. Let's put on our nav lights. Let's request our taxi.
Filton ground, Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo, ready to taxi IFR. Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo, taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway. Contact tower on 1 tree, 2 decimal tree, flash when ready.
Okay, whatever that means.
Taxiing hold short runway 27 via taxiway Beechcraft 42 Romeo.
Alright, we are pretty well ready to go, guys. Have we got taxi help? No, it doesn't look like we do, so that's fine. That's fine. We'll just make it up as we go. Let's give ourselves a little bit of oomph there. Now I do have track IR set up, so I will be using track IR for this. I may need to just reset it if you just bear with me. There we go, lovely. Alright, we'll head around here. I mean, we could head straight out to 27, but we're not going to. Come on. Track IR has decided that it is going to stop working for some reason. Don't know why. I don't understand why. Let's try that again. Pause it and we'll unpause it. No, track IR has bummed out on us, guys. Okay. Alright, sorry, I was kind of looking at everything else as opposed to taxiing. I'm not going to taxi out to the middle of the runway there and taxi along the runway. What I am going to do is I'm going to move myself around here. I'm a little bit disappointed about that whole track IR not working. Should be fine. Just dodge that verge there. Alright, I'm going to taxi out and I will see you guys when we get out to the runway. Alright guys, we are at the hold short point. Let's get all of this stuff organised. Let's take off our taxi lights. Let's put our landing lights on. So the trim is set. Unfortunately, we do have to go one stage of flaps for this program to work. I hope they change that. I hope they change that very soon. Let us contact tower and request our takeoff clearance IFR.
Filton Tower Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo at runway 27 ready for takeoff IFR to Liverpool. Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo cleared for takeoff runway 27.
We'll acknowledge that.
Takeoff runway 27 Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo.
Bring that into there. Beautiful. Okay, so we are ready to go, guys. Alright, so we've got the pitot on. Fuel pump should not be on. Come on, you can do it. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, that should be off. Lovely. Alright, lovely. Everything else is ready. The trim is set. Cowl flaps are open. We will put our mixture rich full prop. We will be expecting to take off and just veer slightly to the right to follow our pattern, so we are ready to go. Just confirm those landing lights are on. Yep, beautiful. We'll be climbing to 9,000. Going to bring the range out a little bit so that we can see where we are going. We'll fly out here, head up to Liverpool, drop this stuff off, get a good payment, and hopefully by then I'll be able to also give our employee another job as well. So, alright, unfortunately still have to use a bit of toe brake to be able to turn this. I really do hope that Microsoft starts sorting their crap out, because you know, all of this weather stuff, all of this traffic stuff. I mean, we haven't seen any I've had live traffic on, and we haven't seen any traffic at all. Nothing at all in the entire time that we've been doing this series, as well as my first looks, and as well as NeoFly. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt, isn't it? All right, we're just going to move out to here. We'll reset our view. Once we get out over the lights here, we will take off. Here's how we have our clearance. Everything is ready to go. Just checking everything. Yep. Beautiful. Wish track IR was working. Okay, here we go. Okay, our airspeed is active. And off we go. Lovely. There we go, perfect. Alright, we've got a positive rate there. Let's put our gear up. Let's bring our flaps up. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to bring the throttle down just a touch, and we will trim the aircraft for a climb. We'll maintain the runway heading, which is about 273. Got the aircraft trimmed, everything looks okay. Let's check that the gear has gone up. Yep, lights are off, flaps have gone up. We'll just keep maintaining that, and we shall put on our autopilot. We shall put on our vertical speed. Let the aircraft settle itself out. We'll just go up. Come on. Come on, autopilot. We better acknowledge that. The autopilot's stuffing up again, guys.
118.775 Beechcraft.
Let's just turn you on. It is trying to... Come on. Don't know what it's trying to do. Come on, vertical speed mode. It's not that difficult. Okay, let's just hit the nav button as well and let it sort itself out. There we go. All right, we need to contact Manchester Centre.
Manchester Centre Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo is at 1,200 feet, climbing 9,000 feet. Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo, Manchester Centre, continue to Nimbo as planned. Altimeter 29.45.
Just change that. There we go. That should be okay. So we will continue. We will continue with this flight. I'm just going to bring our RPMs down a little bit for climb out. There we go. Go 2626, I think. How are we doing on speed? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, that should be okay. The autopilot playing funny buggers there a bit. But we are out and we are on our way, guys. Looks lovely out there this morning, doesn't it? We're looking at currently looking at a 28. Now we're up this high. We're looking at a 28 knot headwind, which is a bit of an issue fuel-wise. But we will see how we go. We'll keep everything set up. We'll stay on this track here, and let's move that out so we can see where we're going. Heading straight out here, we're going to turn around and head out there. So lovely. All right, we're set up. Seem to be having autopilot issues here. Seem to be having plenty of autopilot issues here. So. But no drama, no drama. We are on our way, guys. We are on our way. So we're just doing a direct departure from Bristol, or from Filton, and yeah, we're going to head up to Liverpool. So I'll let us keep climbing out. When we get close to turning around here, I'll come back and see you guys. Alright guys, we're climbing through 6,200, 6,300 feet, and as you can see we're just starting to break in above the clouds. So we've got this little chunk of cloud coming in front of us there, but we are almost climbing out of the clouds. It has been quite an orange and cloud-fueled flight so far. There was a little bit of a gap down there actually. Just monitoring everything as we are moving out, just making sure that we maintain a decent speed on our climb out. Everything seems to be going okay. I may reduce the vertical speed to 500 feet per minute, just to pick up a little bit more speed, I think. So as we lose our speed there. Little bit bumpy, little bit bumpy. There we go, picking up some speed now. You can see perhaps a little bit of blue cloud coming through, a little bit of blue sky coming through the top of those clouds there, as opposed to the orange that we did have as the sun was coming up. And there we go. We have broken through. What a lovely looking day. It is above the clouds anyway. Alright, sweet. It's looking absolutely lovely there. Alright guys, we're reaching our top of descent now. As per the way this is set up, we should have been turning like back here, but unfortunately Flight Sim doesn't do that. It waits until you get right to that point before it spins you around, which is a bit of a shame. But as you can see, we are at our top of climb there. So we are now just about to level out at 9,000 feet. So once we get to 9,000 feet, isn't it beautiful out here? It's lovely. It's lovely. There is a world below there somewhere, but for now we don't have to worry about it. So what we're going to do is, as soon as we get up to altitude, we're just going to bring the revs down on the aircraft. There we go, and set ourselves to a good cruise speed, which should be about 2.4 I think. So there we go, perfect. Let's bring this down to 2.4. We'll see how she settles. We'll see how she stables herself. Alright, at this altitude I'm not overly sure what the specifications are on this, so hopefully let's just mess with the mixture, which is about there. So you can see the fuel flow there, and you'll see that when I bring it down, we're looking for the peak there, so we should be okay there. And we're sitting at about 130 knots cruise speed. We've got a 34 knot wind coming from the left, which is probably going to blow us around a little bit. It may blow us off course, but as you can see, the aircraft has corrected itself for that, so we should be fine on that one. Alright, well, I will see you guys once we start getting close to Liverpool. I will come back and see you guys, but yeah, unless something dramatic happens, which I don't think it should be, I'm just going to keep monitoring our fuel and our RPMs and all of that type of stuff. Try and get the best that we can out of this aircraft. You can see the speed is messing around quite a bit, depending on how much wind we actually get coming off of there. So we'll see how we go. Okay guys, so I have no idea at all what air traffic control are doing to us. Seriously, let's just descend at 500 feet per minute. They climbed us to 9,600 feet. Then when we nearly got to 9,600 feet, they descended us back to 9,000 feet. When we nearly got to 9,000 feet, they told us to climb to 13,000 feet. When we nearly hit 13,000 feet, they've now told us to descend to 9,000 feet. I thought I would give it a go. Air traffic control with an IFR flight, but you know, 9,000 to 6,000, down to 9,000, up to 13,000, down to 9,000. Yeah, what do you want me to do, buddy? Do you want me to just like stick my nose directly towards the ground? Yeah, so you know, I mean, it's a bit of a joke. Like 13,000 feet is 4,000 feet above our expected cruise altitude, and to climb up there and utilise all of that fuel and all of that power on the aircraft is seriously something wrong there. Just to get up there finally, and to end up having to descend back to 9,000 again straight away. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all. No sense at all. So, and now, you know, we're going down at 500 feet per minute. I know we could probably descend a little bit faster than that, but Simi's going to expleet soon. Simi is going to expleet soon. Alright, cancel IFR, I'm done.
Chester Center, Beechcraft 42 Romeo. Cancel IFR at this time.
Beechcraft 42 Romeo IFR flight plan is cancelled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Alright, there you go. I'm, yeah. Yep, maintain VFR inside clouds. Yeah, no, look, that's a serious joke. You know, I used up a lot of fuel trying to climb to, or climbing this aircraft to 13,000 feet. The program also had to go at me, because even though I was at 1,000, even though I was 11,000 feet, see, we're starting to ice up now. The aircraft, the air traffic control, the OnAir told me off for having my landing lights on above 12,120. So yeah, it's just not happening. It's just not happening today. I wasn't even above 1,200. Now we're icing up because they've made us climb this high. So I don't know. We're going to. We've got the pitot on. We've got the prop de-ice on. Our landing lights are back on. So yeah, I'm not doing it. That's it. I refuse now to use air traffic control in Microsoft Flight Simulator until they sort it out, because seriously, we're completely and utterly frozen up. It's like being in an ice coffin, isn't it? Alright, hopefully when we get down to 9,000 feet things might go a little bit better for us. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Thankfully, we've got the prop de-ice and the pidot on, and everything seems to be okay there. Although I wouldn't necessarily trust that. So, is there a window defrost thing here? Nothing. Probably nothing that works, to be honest. Doesn't look like there is. There's the air conditioning. I don't think. Yeah, they're all in op. Vent blower is in op. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, seriously, look at the situation that it's put us in. You know, we had a good flight plan. We had a really good flight plan. This flight wasn't supposed to take anywhere near as long as what it has. But unfortunately, it has. Unfortunately, it's taken a lot longer because of all this climbing and descending and climbing and descending. So we'll see how we go. Alright guys, so after air traffic control, or Microsoft air traffic control, nearly killing us and icing the plane up and all that type of stuff, I did a descent, and I've descended down to 1,900 feet, as you can see. We're still on I was down at 1,900 by the time I got to about here. As you can see, we're on this approach here. I have tuned in the ILS frequency for runway 27, which is 111.75. We will do this approach once we get to Inves here. Is it Inves or Inveb? Inveb. We will contact tower and get our clearance to land, hopefully for an ILS landing. But we are going to have to use the ILS in this condition anyway. So, but as you can see, I've got the aircraft stable. I've got the windows defrosted. I've got oh goodness me, air traffic control. Air traffic control. Hey, November 42 Romeo, just climb to 13,000 feet and kill yourself, will you? Because we really don't care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue flying this approach, guys, and I will see you again once we start getting close to Inveb. So, alright guys, we are nearly where we need to be. As you can see, the ILS is active. As you can see here, the glide slope is active. We are below it because we are coming in at a much lesser altitude. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to line us up with the ILS and bring us in. And once we get that glide slope coming down, then we will activate approach mode. So we have aligned ourselves up with the airport there. I'm just getting the aircraft ready for everything that we need to get ready for. We'll just come in slightly. We'll come in slightly over the top of that. Let this needle line up here. Keep our eye on that. Let's see. We've got our landing lights on. We haven't got the gear down or anything yet. We will sort that out in a sec. We will flip our tanks over to left. There we go, to balance the aircraft up a little bit, and we will now contact, let's just, with this wind we might just fly to the right a little bit, and we will contact Liverpool Tower. Let's have a look at the airport. Liverpool, right there. Liverpool Tower, request full top landing.
Liverpool Tower Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo is 900 miles east with whiskey to land.
Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo, Liverpool Tower. Make straight in runway 27. Altimeter 29.33, wind 277 at 2
Lovely, straight in.
Make straight in runway 27 Beechcraft 42 Romeo.
Okay, so we're going to line ourselves up now with our GPS, with our ILS track there. Alright. Alright, thank goodness for instrument approaches here. We would be in strife, wouldn't we, coming down here like this. I think we're going to probably, we might need to, because of the 24 knots, we might need to throw our nose into the wind a little bit. We have captured the glide slope, so I am going to put us into approach mode. This will be the first time that I have used approach mode in FS 2020. So let's see how we go, and let's see if she can keep it. If she can keep it straight. There we go, lovely. We've got a little bit of land out there. All right, we're going to set ourselves up now for landing. I don't know why I'm starting to have frame rate issues. Just going to reduce that. Okay, so as you can see, we are on the glide slope. We'll acknowledge that.
Cleared to land runway 27 Beechcraft 42 Romeo.
Alright, we'll just bring our speed right down for now. Okay, mixture's going rich. We're following the glide slope. We are on line there. Did something turn off down here or not? No, panels, floods, everything is okay. We'll just get down to the point here where we can put our gear down. Getting very, very close to gear speed. So 700 feet per minute or 600? No, there we go. It's going to try and balance itself out. Gear down. One stage of flaps. Let's bring our throttle up there. And there's the runway right there. Right in front of us. Let's confirm we've got 3 green. Flaps are down. We're probably going to go one more stage of flaps, to be honest. Need to bring this cargo in, so I'm just going to let the autopilot fly us in on the glide slope for a little bit. And once we get to probably about 500 or 400 feet, we will take over. So slow the aircraft, give it a little bit more oomph. I'm going to come in at about 75, 77 knots maybe. So we'll let it maintain. Let's confirm we've got 2 white, 2 red. We are on the glide slope. We're on the pattern. Our nose is a little bit to the right due to the wind, the current wind, which is about 17 knots. A little bit of it's slight. It's a headwind, but it's just coming from this direction here. So let's let this beast come down. Right on the mark. Thankful.
0 at 16 knots.
There's our confirmation of wind. 270 at 16 says on air, but Microsoft says just a little bit different. There's not too much variation there. Everything is looking good. Let's just confirm again. 3 green. Prop de-ice is going off. Pit can stay on. We have full mixture, full prop. Flaps are down. Might let the aircraft bring this in a little bit. Let the G1000 bring this in. Let's slow our prop down a little bit, and we will take over. All right, lovely. We're taking over the aircraft, and we will fly it manually from here. A little bit of right rudder there. There we go, lovely. Oh, there's a little bit of breeze blowing us around. It's a little bit gusty out there, definitely. We're going to come in quite sideways here. There we go. Lovely. Try and grab that center line. We are a little bit low at the moment. Everything is looking alright. We're not going to go around. We're going to continue the approach. We're going to continue the landing. So there we go. Lovely. Definitely coming in with coming in a bit sideways here. Everything's looking okay. It's certainly been an eventful flight, this one. And down we go.
Landing time logged.
Right, that wasn't bad, that wasn't bad. Let's feather.
Liverpool.
Flaps up. Make sure everything is okay on the aircraft, everything seems fine.
Beechcraft, 42 Romeo, turn next taxiway.
Well, to be honest, that could have been an absolute and utter disaster. An absolute and utter disaster, but thankfully it wasn't. Spin ourselves around here. There we go. Lovely. Wow, what a flight, guys. What a flight.
42 Romeo, contact ground on ONE2 1.955.
Oh, don't do that to me. Let's acknowledge that. Get over here.
Going to 121.955 Beechcraft 42 Romeo.
There we go. Perfect. Taxi to parking, thank you very much.
Liverpool ground, Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo, request taxi to parking.
Beechcraft November 4242 Romeo, taxi to general aviation parking by taxiway Alpha.
Okay, there we go. We'll acknowledge that.
To general aviation parking by taxiway Alpha Beechcraft 42 Romeo.
It's going to bring the mixture out a little bit. We probably should have had the cow flaps open there for landing, but we didn't. But we probably should have. So we're going to come in here and probably park in there, I do believe. All right, let's bring this beast in. Everything is okay. Flaps are up. But no aircraft coming through there. Everything is good there. Should be right to go in here, I do believe. Right, there we go. Lovely. Spin around. Bring ourselves in there. Full right rudder, and now I'm having to use toe brakes as well. How crazy is that, just to turn this aircraft? Right, we are looking good. Very, very, very interesting flight. Perfect. Alright, we will park brake that there. Alright, let's check this out. Let's pidot off. Everything else is okay. Taxi lights off. Nav, we're going to have to turn the beacons and the strobe off as well. Not that we normally would. We wouldn't turn the beacons off anyway.
End of flight. Registered in OnAir company.
Alright guys, that was a little bit crazy, wasn't it? That was a little bit crazy. I will see you guys once I've shut this down and we get in the hangar. Okay? Alright, we're in the hangar. I've just signed that paperwork and stuff. Safety bonus is not obtained because it says landing lights were on above, well, it says flight level 100, but it actually told me 120. I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's see. Landing lights were on above flight level 120 minus 0.02%. Yet this one says landing lights were on above flight level 100. So make your mind up. Make your mind up, program. Seriously. IMC, weather was IMC at landing. Yep, we got 5% bonus for that. Aircraft handling bonus, all rules respected. Comfort bonus, all rules respected. So there you go. We're lucky we didn't get into any trouble for that. The aircraft starting to ice and stuff. But seriously, that really messed us up. That air traffic control. So we are done with that because we don't even see any traffic in the air anyway. Then there's no point in us using it anyway because there's nothing else flying around. So. But that's it, guys. We've done another job. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It was a little bit bizarre to say the least. It's fantastic to fly in IFR conditions. If we had been able to maintain 9,000 feet, we probably would have been fine and we wouldn't have started to ice up. If we did start to ice up at 9,000 feet, we could have just dropped down, to 6,000 and let the aircraft settle itself. But with air traffic control doing that, up, down, and then all the way up and then all the way down, it did really mess with us because they wouldn't do that anyway. So anyway, hit like on this one, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to join us on Twitch, and I'll see you in the next episode of Simi Air, where hopefully Microsoft does not try to kill us. See you guys.